Hello, my friends. Welcome to video 17 in our 30 video playlist series where we are talking about how to start a raw vegan diet. So today's video is going to be directed at those who are looking to do high raw. Not quite all raw, but high raw. What kind of cooked foods would you keep in a diet if you wanted to stick to high raw? So let's talk about that in this video. So thank you again for joining me here. I truly appreciate you being here. I appreciate your comments, your likes, your shares. All the love that you're giving is deeply appreciated. So thank you, thank you. Before we begin, I wanted to mention that we still have 40% off, as always, on our ebooks, the digital versions of our recipe books. The code is NiceCream40. The link is right here, as well as in the description box below. And you can find the links to Amazon, where you can find our print versions. This is Meal Plan Volume 3, which is great for beginners. And the code doesn't work on the Amazon books. So if you still wanted the print version, you wanted to hold it in your hands, you can grab those on Amazon, links below. So let's talk a little bit about high raw. At this point, if you're doing a slow transition, you might not want to go fully raw. It totally depends on you. It's okay wherever you want to land. You might want to try fully raw one day. Maybe this is where you want to be. But I get asked very often, Lissa, what kinds of foods would you include that were cooked in your lifestyle if you were to do high raw? Which is a great question. Now, I don't think that cooked food is toxic, evil, or poisonous. Animal products, on the other hand, totally different story. Junk food, on the other hand, totally different story. But we're talking about whole plant foods. No oil, no salt. Basically just cooked, baked, boiled, whatever. It's not the end of the world if you want to have those in your diet. And I say this because I don't want anyone to feel pressured to be fully raw. It's not something everybody wants to do. It's not something everybody can do. So if you just want to be high raw, I applaud you. Thank you for making positive choices. It's not an all or nothing attitude. We don't need to be perfect because somebody online told us that cooked food is toxic. It really depends on the cooked food. I mean, Doritos are not health food at all, but a boiled sweet potato in a raw salad isn't that bad. I personally choose not to because I prefer how I feel on raw. I just don't even care for that stuff anymore. But on your journey, if you want to stop at high raw for a while before you try all raw, it's awesome. Just make sure that your choices are whole food, plant-based, no oil, no salt. So what would I add to my diet if I was to add cooked foods? Now again, I don't plan on doing this. I don't want to add this, but for the purpose of those out there who are looking to do just a high raw lifestyle, things like sweet potatoes, quinoa, and steamed veggies would be my top 3 things to add to an already high raw diet. And it's not about eating a whole plate of sweet potatoes. It's about adding a small amount of sweet potatoes to your already raw salad or having raw salad on the side. So increasing the amount of raw and decreasing the amount of cooked food just to have that high hydration, because when we cook food, especially baking and stewing, can actually evaporate a lot of the water out of our foods, and our colon has to find the extra water from somewhere to help digest it. So that's why I prefer not to eat the cooked food and haven't for over 6 years. But if I was to add some, it would be sweet potato, quinoa, or steamed veggies. That would be what I would add. So if you're looking to stick to a high raw diet, then you can definitely play around with how you feel. Remember to continue journaling. Keep writing in your journal what you ate, how you felt. If you need those extra calories, like I know a lot of women who follow a raw diet, when they get pregnant and they're nursing, they typically need more calories to compensate for that. Typically it's around 500 extra calories every day. That's a lot for some people and not able to maintain it on raw, so they'll add sweet potatoes or a little bit of quinoa back. And please don't feel any shame around that. We're not here to shame you, definitely not. I'm here to inspire you to eat more raw. If you want to go full raw, awesome. If you want to stay high raw, awesome. If you're just trying to add more raw, awesome. We want to get more raw foods into our bodies, but if you're going to do cooked food, make sure that it's no fat, no oils, and no salt. No need to add the salt. If you want, add herbs or spices that don't have any salt added to them and just spice up your food that way. Fresh herbs are delicious. Adding them to a raw salad with a delicious dressing is awesome too. If you want to have the cooked food and you need a dip or a dressing, there's tons of raw options in here. You don't need to buy the packaged, already made stuff at the grocery store that's full of oils and other questionable ingredients. Even though they may be vegan, they might not be the best option for a whole food plant-based diet. So that said, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please click like and subscribe to the channel. If you want to get notifications for more, you can click the little bell. They'll be sent directly to you whenever I post a new video. If you want to grab 40% off any of our ebooks, the digital versions are right here. The link is here. The code to get the discount is NiceCream40, and you can find the link in the description box below. So until the next video, guys, I love you so much, and I believe in you, and Fruit on.